In Buddhism, the main goal is the end of suffering, and one form of suffering that plagues most people at some point in their lives is anxiety. In this video, I will explore what we can learn from Buddhism in regards to managing this destructive emotion. Anxiety and panic disorders are very common these days and are essentially manifestations of anxiety getting out of control. For most people, the first reaction to anxiety is to try to fight it. However, according to Buddhism, an important step in managing anxiety is not fighting it. The teachings of the Buddha emphasize acceptance. Fighting anxiety often leads to more anxiety because you are resisting something that already exists, which is counterproductive when you think about it. So, what can Buddhism offer to ease anxiety? To answer this question, we need to understand what anxiety actually is. We live in a fear-based society where we are never safe enough, leading us to comply with laws that restrict our freedom in exchange for promises of safety. We are never beautiful enough, leading us to spend a fortune on cosmetic procedures. We are never rich enough, leading us to neglect our mental and physical health in pursuit of wealth. This phenomenon, called status anxiety, is extensively discussed by British philosopher Alain de Botton. We worry constantly about our jobs, our bank accounts, and keeping up with societal expectations. Additionally, we monitor our social media followers, likes, and channel stats, adding to our anxiety. Common coping mechanisms for this anxiety include alcohol, drugs, pornography, food, and various forms of entertainment. We want to escape the suffering caused by anxiety and thus numb our minds. This implies that anxiety is not produced by the outside world, but by the mind itself. Anxiety and panic both start in the mind, which engages in excessive thinking, leading to physical symptoms of anxiety. Buddhists refer to these excessive thinking patterns as the monkey mind. I've made a video about the dangers of excessive thinking, which you can find below. A significant mistake we make as human beings is that we are easily fooled by the mind. We believe the mind, but it often fabricates fantasies about the future, lies about the present, and distortions about the past. Many times our mind isn't our friend at all. Therefore, we shouldn't believe everything our mind presents to us, especially when it's a deluge of negativity. When we do, the monkey mind generates anxiety. When we experience the uncomfortable feeling of anxiety, we often start to worry about it, creating a vicious cycle. Buddhism offers wisdom and practice to ease anxiety. Wisdom involves understanding what anxiety is, where it comes from, and how to treat it. A simple but effective lesson from Buddhism is that worrying is pointless. The 8th century Buddhist monk Shantideva said, "If the problem can be solved, why worry? If the problem cannot be solved, worrying will do you no good." If you have a problem you can solve, focus on it entirely in the present moment. If you cannot solve it, let it go. Many things we worry about are beyond our control, and it's completely useless to spend our time and energy thinking about them. Unfortunately, our monkey mind loves worrying, probably because it loves solving puzzles. But most of the puzzles our minds come up with don't need to be solved because they are based on irrational fears, fantasies, and nonsense. When it comes to excessive thinking, we should focus on dissolving these thoughts rather than resolving them. This is where practice comes in. The Buddhist method to achieve this is called meditation. Meditation is a way to focus on the present moment and watch your thoughts pass by like clouds in the sky, without engaging with them. This practice calms the monkey mind through acceptance rather than fighting. There are many different forms of meditation. I've made a video about the meditative effects of cleaning, which you can find below. Let me know if you're interested in more videos about different forms of meditation, or about how Buddhism can help you live a happier life, and I'll see what I can do. Thank you for watching.